Have you ever found yourself in a heated argument, feeling like you're on the verge of exploding? We've all been there, whether it's a disagreement at work, a fight with someone close, or an intense online debate. But what if I told you there's a way to handle conflict without resorting to figurative or literal fists? The ancient Stoics, masters of emotional control and logic, had powerful strategies to face your adversary with grace and composure. In this video, you're going to discover 10 Stoic-inspired methods to confront conflict head-on, drawn from the wisdom of legendary thinkers like Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius. Trust me, these techniques might demand more patience and effort than lashing out, but the rewards, inner peace, long-lasting solutions, and possibly transformed relationships are absolutely worth it. So, are you ready to learn how to navigate these stormy waters? Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, so you won't miss any videos about facing life's challenges through the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. Remember, your most important victory isn't in external battles, but in mastering your own mind and heart. Number 1, delve into your adversary's depths. Picture yourself standing at the edge of a raging river, its rapids churning with fury. A wise Stoic wouldn't leap straight in, but would pause, focusing on the hidden depths below, not just the violent surface. Entering your opponent's mind is the essence of this first Stoic tactic. Metaphorically speaking, the intensity of a conflict often tempts us to react swiftly, but true understanding requires setting aside judgment and examining the surface of the issue. As Epictetus wisely tells us, it's not the event itself that disturbs us, but our view of it. Start by practicing this Stoic approach. Take a step back from the present, inhale deeply, and mentally zoom out. Observe the situation with calm interest. Imagine you're a fly on the wall, witnessing the exchange with neutrality. This emotional distance allows for a deeper observation and more reasoned response. Now, investigate the why. Ask sincere questions instead of offering counter-arguments. Focus on understanding the motivations behind their words and actions. What drives them? What concerns them? What do they truly want? What life events have shaped their perspective? Open-ended questions like, what brought you to this point? Or what are your underlying concerns? Can unlock valuable insights. Try to view things through their lens, not to agree, but to empathize. Imagine yourself in their shoes. How do they see the situation? What values and beliefs motivate them? This practice fosters empathy, helps you find common ground, and lets you experience the world from their perspective without necessarily endorsing their actions. Look beneath the surface. Conflict often stems from deeper issues like unmet needs, fears, or past wounds. Rather than getting lost in the current argument, try to identify the underlying causes. What unmet desires or fears are surfacing? Keep in mind that the goal is understanding, not justifying their behavior. Your aim is to grasp the layers of experience and viewpoint shaping your adversary's actions. Much like a geologist studies rock layers to understand the land. By practicing this Stoic depth-seeking technique, you might even learn important things about yourself and your reactions. That once raging river will transform into a calmer stream, its waters carrying the promise of understanding and resolution. Number 2, choose your battles wisely. Life is full of disagreements, from political debates to parking lot squabbles. But as the Stoics teach, not every stone in our path requires our full attention. Engaging in every conflict, no matter how trivial, can drain us emotionally. The second Stoic tactic advises us to carefully select our battles. Imagine standing before a vast battlefield, every argument and conflict stretching out before you. A wise Stoic pauses, evaluating the terrain before rushing in. Is this battle worth fighting? Will it affect my well-being or the things I truly care about? The following principles from Stoic philosophy will guide you in choosing your battles. The Seneca pause. Seneca's wise words. The greatest remedy for anger is delay. Serve as a reminder. Take a breath before reacting, allowing yourself a moment to calm down and view the situation objectively. In the heat of the moment, our perceptions can become skewed, making sound decisions difficult. The Epictetus question. Epictetus reminds us it is not the event itself that disturbs us, but our view of it. Ask yourself, does this conflict really impact my morals, my well-being, or something I hold dear? Or is it just a minor annoyance? By focusing your efforts on what truly matters, you can handle these situations more effectively. The Marcus Aurelius principle. At times, silence can be the best strategy. Marcus Aurelius teaches us that often it's enough to hold your tongue and let things pass. Ignoring petty grievances or avoiding pointless arguments can be powerful ways to preserve your inner calm. The Stoic cost-benefit analysis. Every conflict has a price, emotionally, mentally, and potentially in terms of outcomes. Compare the emotional cost of losing with the possible gain of winning. Is the price of victory worth it? Sometimes, the strongest choice is knowing when to walk away with dignity. Choosing your battles wisely isn't about weakness or indifference. It's about recognizing the limits of your time and energy and using them well. By applying this Stoic wisdom, you'll navigate life's battleground with focus, saving your strength for what truly matters. Number 3. Speak with calm and clarity. Picture yourself before your opponent, not with weapons drawn, but with words carefully prepared. The Stoic way emphasizes calm and clarity, paving the way for productive dialogue. Rather than shouting or accusing, this approach, inspired by thinkers like Seneca, revolves around expressing your concerns and needs clearly, fostering understanding and diffusing hostility. Here's how you can harness Stoic-inspired communication. Develop active listening. Don't just wait for your turn to speak. Truly hear what your opponent is saying. Pay close attention to both their words and body language. Show that you respect and understand their point of view, even if you don't agree with it. Raise concerns with I statements. Instead of blaming, focus on how you feel. I need to feel respected in this situation, or I feel hurt when this happens, are less likely to provoke defensiveness and encourage a more cooperative atmosphere. Speak calmly, with strength, not aggression. Control, not volume, is what lends power to your words. Avoid insults or personal attacks. They will only escalate the conflict. Instead, prioritize problem solving over scoring points. By practicing calm, clear speech, you'll master the art of Stoic communication, guiding difficult conversations toward resolution rather than deepening the divide. Number 4, seek the shared path. Imagine two climbers scaling what seem to be different peaks. Yet as they ascend, they realize their paths converge toward a common summit, where understanding glows bright. This metaphor captures the essence of our fourth Stoic tactic, seeking the shared path. It's the Stoic idea of oikonomia, harmony with the natural order. Though conflict often feels like clashing values or diverging ambitions, the Stoics challenge us to look deeper, beyond the surface, and find the common currents that unite us. By focusing on what binds us, even when it seems invisible, we can build bridges of cooperation and compromise, leading to more peaceful resolutions. To begin your Stoic journey toward common ground, follow these steps. Shift your perspective from me to we. Rise above individual viewpoints, recasting the disagreement as a cooperative quest for a shared goal. Ask yourself, what do we both ultimately want? This shift in thinking opens the door to unexpected points of agreement, even if they're not immediately obvious. Look beneath the surface. Conflicting desires often stem from deeper, unmet needs. Consider the core needs each of you is trying to satisfy through this conflict: security, recognition, belonging. Recognizing these shared human desires fosters empathy and uncovers solutions that tend to both sides. Find shared values. Our values drive our actions, like the roots beneath a tree. Dig deeper into the issue at hand and explore the guiding principles that shape both your actions. Do you both value honesty, fairness, or integrity? Identifying these shared values provides a moral compass, pointing the way to decisions aligned with both of your principles. Start small and build momentum. Don't expect to reach a full resolution instantly. Instead, focus on finding small points of agreement, even if they seem insignificant. These early wins build trust and pave the way for tackling more complex issues later on. Remember, life is a journey, not a destination. Patience is key. Finding common ground takes time, so be gentle with the process. Each step toward understanding is a step away from conflict. Using this Stoic approach, you'll go beyond simple solutions, seeking a shared path that connects your experiences. Those who climb together, guided by shared values, will find themselves at the peak of understanding. Number 5, appeal to their inner values. Picture yourself standing before a towering oak, its roots deep and entwined in the earth. You could not move it through brute force alone. But a wise Stoic knows the power of the elements, wind, rain, and time, which shape and guide the oak gently toward its true form. This metaphor echoes the Stoic tactic of appealing to inner values. Rather than attacking your adversary's character, you turn your attention to their inner landscape, their beliefs and guiding principles. By respecting their values and aligning your message with their core ideals, you can lead them towards solutions that resonate deeply with their identity. In doing so, you foster genuine understanding and lasting commitment. To begin your Stoic journey into value-driven persuasion, follow these steps. Map the terrain of their values. Become an archaeologist of sorts, digging into their beliefs before crafting your case. What do they cherish? What principles guide their actions? Pay attention to what they say and do, noting what they praise or reject. This process helps you draw a map of their inner landscape, revealing possible connections. Bridge the value divide. Don't assume their values are entirely opposed to yours. Search for shared ideals, even if they don't seem immediately relevant. Do you both value loyalty, honesty, or fairness? Highlighting these shared values builds a bridge, making it easier to present your case in a way that appeals to both sides. Speak their language. Once you've mapped their values, adjust your message to resonate with them. This doesn't mean manipulation, but rather framing your ideas in ways that connect with their interests and concerns. By speaking in a way that mirrors their values, you create common ground without compromising your own. Show, don't just tell. Actions often speak louder than words. Rather than merely explaining how your solution aligns with their values, show it. Share examples, stories, or past actions that embody the principles they hold dear. This makes your case tangible and real, strengthening its impact. Respect is the foundation. Throughout this process, maintain respect and empathy. Your goal isn't to dominate or force them into agreement, but to help them see how the solution addresses both your concerns and theirs. By appealing to their inner compass, you guide them toward a place they can truly believe in. Using this Stoic technique, you become a navigator instead of a warrior. You lead your opponent gently, aligning your path with theirs and creating space for mutual respect and understanding. Remember, true transformation comes not from force, but from resonance with the values that shape an individual's core. In the end, this strategy not only opens the door to meaningful solutions, but also fosters deeper, lasting respect between all parties involved. Number 6, use humor wisely. Imagine yourself walking a tightrope, stretched high above a chasm. One wrong step could plunge you into the abyss of offense. Yet in your hands, a balancing pole, humor, light and agile, keeping you steady. This delicate art is the 6th Stoic technique, using humor to resolve conflicts. Laughter, after all, softens the heart, diffuses tension, and opens space for understanding. Yet, as Seneca reminds us, a joke is a fragile thing. A jest may become an insult if mishandled. So we tread lightly, using wit like a feather, not a blade. Guidelines to walk this tightrope. Know your audience. Not all find the same things amusing. Humor is personal, like a mirror reflecting individual sensibilities. Before you let a joke slip, study your companion. What brings a smile to their lips? What subjects hide wounds still too tender to be touched? Exercise caution and tread where light shines, not where shadows loom. Laugh with, not at. The goal of humor is not mockery, but unity. Seek shared laughter, not pointed barbs. A playful jest at oneself, self-deprecating but humble, can disarm tension without harming pride. It shows we are not above the fray, that we too stumble in life's dance. Timing is key. A joke like a spark can ignite either warmth or wildfire. Assess the room, feel its pulse before you speak. If the air is thick with tension, let it thin before you introduce laughter. Wait until hearts have softened and minds are ready to meet humor with grace. Steer clear of sarcasm and cruelty. In a moment of conflict, sarcasm is a masked insult. Avoid jokes that sting or bruise, those that deepen divides instead of bridging them. Keep your humor light, gentle, focused on connection rather than separation. Bridges, not battlegrounds, should be your goal. Humor as a tool, not a crutch. Never lean solely on humor to mend the cracks in your conflict. It is a tool, not a cure-all. Use it to open doors, not to paper over the cracks. Authentic communication must follow. The true work lies there. When used with care, humor is a balm, softening the blows of discord and creating space for dialogue. But, as with all powerful tools, its use requires wisdom. A well-placed laugh can turn enemies into allies, but a careless joke can deepen the wound. Let your humor lift, not weigh down, and let it be a shared joy, a reminder that we all walk the same tightrope of life. Number 7, offer empathy. Now, picture yourself standing on a rugged mountain trail, staring across a wide ravine at another climber. Their anger is like a storm, blowing through the valley. Instead of shouting into the wind, the Stoic approach is to climb down, cross the divide, and extend a hand. This is the 7th Stoic technique, offering empathy. In the heat of conflict, Marcus Aurelius reminds us to recognize the shared humanity beneath the fury. Empathy is the key to true connection. By acknowledging another's feelings, we do more than argue. We open the door to healing. Steps to cultivate empathy. Shift your perspective. Turn from me to them. Try to see the world as they do, to walk their path for a moment. What has led them to this moment? What insecurities or fears may lie beneath their anger? This shift in vision turns judgment into understanding. Listen to the words not spoken. It's not just the words that matter, but the tone, the gestures, the silences between breaths. Often, what remains unspoken carries the weight of what is truly felt. Pay attention to body language, to the subtle cues that hint at deeper truths. Validate, don't judge. You don't have to agree to understand. Let them know their feelings are seen, their frustrations heard. I see why this matters to you, or it sounds like you're hurt, are phrases that soften defenses and build trust. Seek the deeper hurt. Beneath the surface anger, there is often pain. Look for it. What unhealed wound lies at the core of their rage? By recognizing this, you can begin to address not just the symptoms, but the root of the conflict. Walk alongside, not ahead. Empathy does not mean surrendering your own truth. It means walking together, not pulling ahead. Even in disagreement, you can stand with them in understanding, building a bridge that invites honest dialogue. In offering empathy, you do more than resolve a dispute. You build a relationship, one founded on respect, understanding, and shared humanity. You turn from opposition to connection, and in that space, peace is not just possible, but inevitable. Number 8. Embrace the art of compromise. Picture a mighty oak standing firm against the wind. If you try to force it to bend, you risk breaking it and yourself in the process. Instead, learn to sway with the wind, to bend gracefully rather than resist. This is the Stoic art of compromise. Rigid views break under pressure, but those willing to bend find peace. As Epictetus reminds us, we should not seek to have things happen as we wish, but to wish them to happen as they do. Compromise is not weakness, it is wisdom. Practicing the art of compromise, shift from me to we. Reframe the conflict as a collaborative endeavor. Instead of thinking, how do I win? Ask, how can we both find a solution? This simple shift transforms adversaries into partners, working toward a common goal. Find common ground. Even in the most heated disputes, there are shared values. Look for them. Maybe it's fairness, respect, or the desire for a peaceful resolution. Identifying these shared goals creates a foundation for compromise. Prioritize what matters. Not everything is worth fighting for. Determine what truly matters to you and be willing to let go of the rest. This flexibility allows you to focus on finding solutions for the issues that are most important. Seek the win-win. A true compromise isn't about one side losing. It's about both sides feeling heard and respected. Aim for a solution where both parties can walk away with something valuable, reducing resentment and building goodwill. Be ready to adapt. Compromise is a process, not a one-time event. Be willing to revisit and adjust the agreement as needed. Flexibility is the key to maintaining harmony over time. When you embrace the Stoic art of compromise, you strengthen both yourself and your relationships. Like the oak that sways with the wind, you learn to live in balance, finding peace in cooperation, not conflict. Number 9. Seek external aid without shame. Imagine you're tangled in a thicket, unable to move forward, the branches pulling you back. In conflict, we often find ourselves similarly trapped, unable to see a way out. Yet the Stoics remind us that wisdom lies in seeking help when needed. The 9th Stoic tactic encourages us to seek external aid, not as a sign of weakness, but as a testament to our commitment to resolution. A mediator, like a guide, can help untangle the emotional knots and lead both sides toward clarity. How to seek help with Stoic grace. cut through emotional fog. Emotions often cloud judgment, making it hard to communicate clearly. A mediator can help bring calm to the storm, creating space for both sides to be heard without the interference of heightened emotions. Bridge the gap. Mediators are skilled in helping parties see each other's perspectives. They can help close the gap of misunderstanding, fostering empathy and reducing defensiveness. Their impartiality is a key asset in this process. Guide towards solutions. Mediators don't just listen, they guide. They help steer the conversation toward practical solutions, ensuring both sides can voice their concerns and work together toward a resolution. Accept their expertise. Remember, counselors and mediators are trained to handle conflict. They can offer strategies and insights that may not be immediately obvious, helping both sides develop the skills to handle future disagreements with greater ease. In seeking external help, you show strength, not weakness. You demonstrate your dedication to resolution and growth. It's a reminder that we are never truly alone, and that wisdom often comes from knowing when to ask for guidance. Number 10, embrace forgiveness. Picture yourself chained to a boulder, its weight dragging you down, its jagged edges cutting deep. This boulder is the burden of resentment, the anger we carry when we refuse to forgive. But forgiveness is the key to breaking those chains, a gift not to the other, but to yourself. Forgiveness is not about excusing the past. It is about releasing its grip on your heart, allowing you to move forward with clarity and peace. Seneca reminds us that he who is revengeful lives with a wound always open. Forgiveness closes the wound. How to begin the journey of forgiveness? Recognize the impact on your well-being. Holding on to anger harms no one more than yourself. It drains your energy, clouds your mind, and keeps you chained to the past. By forgiving, you reclaim your peace, allowing joy to return to your life. Understand without justifying. Forgiveness doesn't mean excusing harmful behavior, but understanding it in context, by recognizing the flaws and vulnerabilities of others. As we've explored these 10 Stoic-inspired techniques for managing conflict, it's clear that mastering your emotions is key to winning not just external battles, but the inner ones too. The Stoics remind us that true strength lies not in overpowering others, but in controlling ourselves. Whether it's a heated argument, a disagreement at work, or a tense debate, remember, reacting with wisdom, patience, and composure will not only lead to better outcomes, but will also cultivate inner peace. So the next time you face a challenge, pause, breathe, and ask yourself, what would a Stoic do? With this mindset, you can turn every conflict into an opportunity for growth. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more insights into the Stoic way of life. Until next time, keep calm, stay strong, and navigate life's storms with wisdom and grace.